What's up, Soul Fam and everyone out there in the world? This is Nihility to Entity Tarot, and this is going to be a general reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Jupiters for the first half of the Sun transitioning the sign of Virgo. Now, before I start with the reading, I do want to take a moment to acknowledge and appreciate each and every one of y'all's patience while I was recuperating from my ear problem, but I am back to do readings. So, with that being said, the Sun, which represents our actions, viewpoints, and how we see the world, is going to be in the energies of Virgo, which Virgo is mutable earth, being mutable and adaptable to your own and other people's ways of thinking and being practical. And you, Pisces, are mutable water, being mutable and adaptable to your own and other people's ways of feeling the emotions when it comes to wherever you have Pisces in, be it Sun, Moon, Rising, or Jupiter. Now, Pisces itself was born out of the 12th house of dreams, illusions, fantasies, and creativity. And since Pisces is opposite of Virgo, you are going to be either seen as the opposite, attracting the opposite, or balance as well, or when it comes to the planetary energies that you have Pisces in, be it the Sun, you're going to be acting opposite or balanced, or the Moon, you're going to be attracting that energy. If it's in your ascendant, then you're going to be having a spotlight in the 7th house of relationships, and if it's in your Jupiter, then it's going to be opposite of how you, what your moral systems are, and what you like to experience, or the experiences in your life is going to be opposite to Virgo, which is where the Sun is. So, with that being said, I'm going to pull 9 cards out of the Universal Celtic Tarot deck, and then I'm going to pull clarification cards from the Vital Lake deck, and then pull 3 cards out from the Moonology Oracle deck to end the reading off, to see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle these cards a couple more times, and we will begin. Oh, let's begin right now. So, the overall energies of the reading is the 2 of Pentacles. So this is you. Let me move the computer so you can see. Get the glare out of there. I don't know if you can see this, but it's the 2 of Pentacles. So, with that being said, you're going to be in the energies of deciding whether or not you should go through with something, or in just in decision mode in general when it comes to the material world. Now, your first card is the Emperor, not the Emperor, but the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is you being very business-like and having everything that you want and need in your life in the material world because you've worked so hard to get there. Now, don't become greedy or selfish because you took a while to get where you are now, because that's you can't be the King of Pentacles, or the King of Pentacles does not become the King of Pentacles without having to put a lot of energy work into becoming the King of Pentacles. So just watch out for selfishness or greediness or anything like that. Now the second card that you have is the Chariot. So this is Cancer energy, so you could be dealing with a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or have Cancer in your chart, and if so, these energies would be amplified for you during the first half of Virgo. But this is you emotionally going after what you want and need in your life. Okay, so I feel like you are going after what you're wanting to do in your life, or what you desire to do in your, not need, but desire what you want and desire to do in your life. So, with that being said, move on to the next card. You get the Moon card, which is Pisces energy, which is your energy. So you could be dealing with a fellow Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, or Jupiter, or have, since you already have Pisces in your chart, then this is your energy. So you're being very intuitive in your emotions, following your intuition, but do not feel, but embrace the unknown. Feel just comes from you as a spirit being no thing, no shape, no form, creating and agreeing with negative thoughts and feelings. Instead, create higher perspectives and create and agree with positive thoughts and feelings moving forward when it comes to embracing the unknown during this time, while the sun is transitioning the first half of Virgo. Now, your fourth card that you get is the Five of Pentacles. Not the Five of Cups. So, with that being said, and you can't really see it, but with that being said, you are essentially looking back in the past and what you don't have anymore. Instead, know that what you don't have anymore, or it's no longer in your life, wasn't meant to be in your life forever. So create higher perspective and positive thoughts and feelings about whatever it is that you are hanging on to when it comes to the past. Now, your fifth card that you get from the Universal Character Tarot deck is the Emperor. So the Emperor is Aries energy, so you could be dealing with an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or have Aries in your chart, and if so, these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the Sun transitioning the sign of Virgo. So, with that being said, you're taking a leadership, like power control over what you want and desire to do in your life, or just your life in general, as well as being fatherly like through the first half of the Sun transitioning the sign of Virgo. Now, your sixth card that you get is the Page of Pentacles. So this is you giving birth to a new material business, work, or material thing, project, aspiration, while learning along the way. So I feel like you're putting a lot of energy work into this project or aspiration, work, or business that you have going on for yourself, because it followed after the Emperor, which is you taking power and control, but the Emperor is here, the Chariot's here, so you are taking power and control in a leader, father-like figure in a leadership role over this material business aspiration, goal, or work endeavor that you got going on for you during the first half of the Sun transition the sign of Virgo. Now, your seventh card that you get is the Two of Wands. So this is you planning things out. You may be at the esoteric drawing board, aka the internal drawing board, internally coming up and planning stuff out, like I said, during the first half of the Sun transitioning the sign of Virgo. Now, with the seventh card that you get the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is talking about you being a little bit introverted due to a little bit of unstable emotions, or you dealing with unstable emotions. Do your best to not let these unstable emotions affect you, but instead create higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings about these unstable emotions. Once again, like I said with the Five of Cups, don't let the past get to you by you focusing on what you don't have, and instead focus on what you do have in front of you. And don't let your emotions get the best of you where you go internal. Alright? Continue to live with your individuality and be true to yourself during the first half of the Sun transitioning the sign of Virgo. Now, your ninth card that you get is the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords is talking about self-deception, or it could be deception for others, or it can be you having to go through mental tests or be mentally strong during this time. Alright, so we'll clarify this when we get to it. So it could be deception, either self-deception or you having to go through mental tests, like I said. Now, let's move on to the Rider-Waite Tarot deck to clarify this reading these cards off. Now, so for the overall reading, or overall energy for the reading, you get is the Two of Pentacles, which is clarified by the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is talking about you walking away, so it's putting you into a decision mode of like what should you do next, alright? So you walked away from something here that no longer serves you, and now you're like deciding where to go next during this time. Remember, the moon is here, so follow your intuition during this time and just focus on this business, work, aspiration, or goal that you have for yourself, and know that this person, place, or thing, circumstances, situation that you walked away from was meant to be. Alright, so it does mean people, places, and things, or the circumstances, situation wasn't supposed to be forever. Now, the King of Pentacles is clarified by the Page of Cups. So with the Page of Cups clarifying the King of Pentacles, because kind of doesn't really make sense, because this is called about going like being a little bit internally unstable, which is making you introverted. So I'm going to pull one more card. Alright, so you are going through an ending of some sorts as well, or you have ended something indefinitely, which has put you into this introverted mode, even though you have everything that you want and need, and you've worked really hard to get where you are. You've had to end some things in the past, which has put you into an introverted mode, which my advice to you is to not let your emotions get the best of you and become unstable. Now with the Chariot card, the Chariot card is clarified by the Devil card. So this is Capricorn energy, so you could be dealing with a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Saturn, or have Capricorn in your chart. And if so, these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the Sun transitioning the sign of Virgo. But in any case, by you, this is kind of confusing because the Devil clarifying the Chariot. Maybe I want to pull one more card for this as well. Alright, so the Death card. So you are transforming yourself when it comes to these fears. Alright, so you're moving away from these fears and transforming yourself, which Death in itself is Scorpio energy, so you could be dealing with a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or have Scorpio in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you as well during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Virgo. But since the Devil and the Death card are coming out at the same time, you are transforming yourself, and regardless of the fears that you might have, you're still moving forward with what you want and desire in your life emotionally. Okay? Now, let's clarify the Moon card. So the Moon is clarified by the Temperance card. So this is, excuse me, Sagittarius energy. So you could begin with the Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Jupiter, or have Sagittarius in your chart. And if so, these energies would be amplified for you during the first half of the Sun transitioning the sign of Virgo, but you are combining two or more words together. And by doing that, you are following your intuition and embracing your unknown. But like I said, do not feel unknown by creating and agreeing with negative thoughts and feelings. Instead, create higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings, as well as agree with positive thoughts and feelings moving forward. Now with the Five of Cups, the Five of Cups is clarified by the Five of Cups. So with the Five of Cups, clarifying the Five of Cups. This is something that you're really looking back on. Mind you, we have a bunch of retrogrades, so do your best to not look too far into the past or of what you don't have, and instead turn around, as you can see here in this particular Five of Cups, that there is 2 cups still standing, but the man is focused on the cups that are down below and fallen, which is no longer in his life. But instead you need to turn this guy around. Okay, you turn around emotionally and mentally and focus on what you do have in your life, because if you let that continue, you are going to put yourself and leave yourself in the past. Okay, now with the Emperor card is clarified by the 8 of Wands. So with the 8 of Wands clarifying the Emperor, by you taking action and communicating, you're taking power and control over what you want and desire to do in your life during the first half of the Sun, transitioning the sign of Virgo. So keep taking action regardless of the field, which I can see here that you're transforming the field, but don't let this ending or that's occurred in the past affect you in a negative way from you preventing yourself from fully opening up and taking action, as well as taking power and control over your life during the first half of the Sun, transitioning the sign of Virgo. Now with the Page of Pentacles is clarified by the 9 of Swords. So I feel like you have some worry or anxiety about this new business or work or aspirational goal that you have for yourself. Don't let these negative thoughts get the best of you, but instead keep putting the energy work into this project, business, goal, aspiration, whatever the case may be, that you have given birth to, as well as learning along the way about said project, goal, aspirational business or work during the first half of the Sun transition sign of Virgo. Now with the 2 of Wands is clarified by the 6 of Pentacles. So with the 6 of Pentacles clarifying the 2 of Wands, this is talking about a sense of equal give and take. Are you wanting to give what you have, and you're doing your best to plan about how to proceed moving forward? So, but I also sense an equal give and take with whatever you put out. So don't stay in this planning phase forever, but instead plan accordingly, but then put out, because there is a sense of equal give and take in your life during the first half of the Sun transitioning the sign of Virgo. Now with the Page of Cups is clarified by the 7 of Wands. So with the 7 of Wands clarifying the Page of Cups, I feel like you feel guarded due to maybe this past ending or the past in general. Do your best to not be stuck in unstable emotions, but instead create higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings about the unstable emotions that you're in, and let your guard down. Or if this is about you being guarded, so let your guard down and open yourself up fully. And the only reason why I say that is because that's what I feel. So with that being said, open yourself up, express yourself, express your true self, stay true to you and stay true to your individuality. Don't care about whatever people think or say or feel, because in the end, the only person that should be accountable or should matter is yourself. So let your guard down and really open yourself up to what you want and desire to do in your life during the first half of the Sun transitioning the sign of Virgo. Now with the 7 of Swords, is clarified by the Judgment card. So this is Scorpio energy, so you could be dealing with a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or have Scorpio in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the Sun transitioning the sign of Virgo. But this is you giving rebirth to an idea, but just do your best to not let self-deception get the best of you while rebirthing this idea, because if the self-deception is coming from the rebirth of an idea, or maybe you failed in the past and you may be going through some self-deception about it. But don't be self-deceptive, but keep pushing forward during the first half of the Sun transitioning the sign of Virgo. Now, moving on to the Moonology Oracle deck. to see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me. It's a bit confusing, to be honest, but pretty sure. I hope I got everybody got the message that they needed. But let's move on to the Moonology Oracle deck. Give me 1 second. Okay, so your first card from Mother Moon to you through me is New Moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. So whatever you're putting in, as far as this new business, goal, work, aspiration, project, as well as whatever it is that you are taking action on and taking power and control over, your hard work is paying off. Do your best to let your guard down. Don't be so defensive, and open yourself up and act true to yourself, and understand and understand that your hard work is paying off during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Virgo. Now your second card that you get from Mother Moon to you through me is New Moon in Aries. It's time to take action. So it is time to take action of whatever it is that you have planned for yourself. As we can see here with the Two of Wands, I feel like you've already done the planning. You just need to take action on it. Alright, don't let fear or anxiety or worry deter you from doing so. But like I said, create higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings, as well as agree with positive thoughts and feelings, and take action on what it is that you want to put out there in the world, because I do feel a sense of equal give and take when you do so. Now with the third and last but not least card from Mother Moon to you through me is New Moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. So you and your loved ones are safe during this time. Know that there's nothing that you need to be worried about. There's no fear that you need to hold on to, which I see here you transforming your fears. So you've transformed. You're taking action and emotionally going towards what it is that you want and desire to do in your life. And know that you and your loved ones are safe during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Virgo. And with that being said, that's all I have for you for this reading. I hope this helped. I hope this brought clarity or aided you in any way. Shout out to the whole Soul family. Shout out to Dola the Pilot Man. Shout out to Rise Astrology, Esoteric Cloud Surfer, Anita Flying Eye, Eye Beats, anybody and everybody that's part of the Soul family. Shout all of y'all out. If you're looking for crystals and jams, go check out Sound Sensational Lex Crystal Goddess on IG. If you're looking for hats, go check out VI Israel. I need to get a hat myself, but when that time comes, I'll do so. With that being said, I hope y'all have a really blessed first half of the Sun transition, the sign of Virgo. But remember that you will never be less while you are blessed, so you'll never be less. Until next time, I wish you all the best and take care. Peace.